You'll see that.
Yo, yo, what up, everybody? I'm Jay the Kid. That's my man, Von Don. Then we got my boy LC from 773. And this is another episode, Four Ropes Full Podcast. Now, this week, probably just going to be another just dive right into the week, talk a little bit more about some things in wrestling. Uh, but first, I'm going to pass it over to Vaughn just because he wanted to tell you guys some stuff.
Uh, I just want to say thank y'all for helping us grow. Uh, we're at 170 right now. I appreciate all the engagement, all the
Oh,
support.
oh.
We truly appreciate that. The goal is maybe mid-April. We trying to reach to that 200, man. Let's just keep it going. I appreciate all the love and support from me, Jay, Chris, from the Four Worlds family. We appreciate everything.
LC, you got anything you want to add on to that as well?
Man, it's wild seeing it's like where we started getting up to now. It's like everything's falling into place. Everything we've been said that we tried to do, we actually are doing it. So,
Hmm.
like I said, just let's keep that ball rolling.
Exactly. So getting off into the week and everything, we gonna start off with something that Chris brought to the episode and everything, and it's called "Love from Behind the Ropes." And this week, the first person introduced into this, I ain't gonna lie to you, this is pretty cool. I give you that. We got AJ Lee
Hmm.
signing IC title belts in 2026. Who would have ever thought?
Right. And it's like, that it's just the little things, bro. It's like that's crazy to see. But it's like that's something that a lot of people don't actually show themselves doing for that next generation over. Even if it's gonna be just like a replica of anything. I'll be going to sign the little foam one still. Like no matter what style of that belt is, if I'm the champion on that, going to a few different stores, sign a few different belts, hey, it's just that piece of something you can get to somebody.
Hmm.
That's gonna
Nah,
create that
I'm with
next
you.
generation of wrestlers. Sure, she done
Shit.
already created the last 20 years of wrestling. Even behind the
I
scenes,
mean,
she
when
was
she say
still
your
doing it.
favorite wrestler, she not lying. She
And
she did
she
hold
don't have to say it.
down
Everybody else will tell you, yeah.
like don't
And it's
nobody
great
ever
to
be
see
like
like
she
now
was
we
not
got those
that
belts in
good.
there. Oh no,
So
not at all. Because eventually it's like AJ Lee has that background for the pedigree. She don't need to hold a world title to showcase that skill and professionalism. She can
Hmm.
hold them workhorse belts now that we got them. So to work out. Even if she do something in NXT, I don't think there'd be any complaint on that.
Nah.
true, true.
Yeah.
So now to start off with this week of wrestling. Hmm. I don't understand why Rhea Ripley gets transferred over to SmackDown automatically with nobody asking why. This late into the year. I get it. She facing Jade Cargill. Of course, she on the blue brand and everything. But we not we not just gonna understand or like try to get a good understanding on why one of Raw's most highest looked at talents next to Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and everybody else is Rhea Ripley. Y'all sent her over to SmackDown to get to bring their ratings up and everything. Like, does somebody get swapped over? Is it like some shit we don't know about?
It's back
Because
to
Rhea
that whole
Ripley
free
just going
agent
over to SmackDown
situation.
and getting her ass jumped every week is not going like that's what
I
y'all sent her
mean,
over there for. Y'all can make her look
she
dominant
did it
on
when she
Raw
was
and
part of
then
the
just get
Judgment
jumped on
Day.
SmackDown.
The
I love
Judgment
our
Day was
sweet
out here
lady.
fucking stuff up.
I love our truth. I really
bro.
do.
It's Ron Cena.
But
Ron Cena out here doing it,
I would literally rather watch somebody do entire yard work on a golf course. The golf course that's outside of my house, I'd rather see somebody with a mower going through here than watching another 9 months of a Judgment Day reunion. And it ain't even been a full year since Finn Balor been kicked out the Judgment Day. He get drafted over to SmackDown by some random reason with goddamn priests and goddamn truth. Sign me out.
I mean, they gonna do something down that line because it's like who else gonna take the Judgment Day out? They gonna beef with you got the other bloodline beefing with the other bloodline beefing with the White Six. So it's scuffle and then you got to figure out who taking out who. Like I ain't heard nothing about LWO in a minute, so I don't know how
Man, I
that's
don't even
going
think
to
them
go.
motherfuckers exist.
All right, like I don't know what happened with that. Like I heard them mention something on like AAA. I think about Dragon Lee still being a member, but I don't know how that works. If Ray doing commentary and I haven't seen Ray in there doing anything, it would be perfect. Or I think, yeah, I think Joaquin or Raul, one of them was injured.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You see how fucked up
and
that
that'd be the
is for
thing. They
that
was
in
just making
wrestling?
momentum.
Like
Yeah,
that's fucked
because
up for
like look at
that
what they
in
was doing.
wrestling. Cause like damn, like my man's can't work, so y'all ain't got shit for me to do.
Right,
That's like the
Zelina,
getting the short end of the stick.
Zelina went back with Alistair, so she's not even really considered part of that whole LWO thing anymore. She with her husband, so she doing something
Exactly.
completely different.
Even think about this. If they did that more, we would want to see certain people more. Like the Kit Wilson shit. Low key, if
Yeah.
his partner come back, I don't really give a fuck to see his partner. Team up with him. I'd rather him go to Raw and go make a name for himself there. I don't want to see them
Ah,
together again.
yeah.
It's time to
My
let them
uncle was
motherfuckers
talking
be.
about he was calling that the Shawn Michaels effect with the rocker situation.
I'm sorry,
It was like
it ain't even that. Like I don't like fuck with him,
but it's
but
the
it's
way
like
that he kind of was relating the comparisons because it's like now they prefer that the one over the other unless the one come back and he do something that can be above that level.
I don't even
So
need them to be above each other. I don't need to
yeah,
see one world champion then one IC title. But like these
I
niggas
mean
can be
it's
on the
always
same
good if they
team.
both in the picture. Yeah, it's always good if
Like
they both in the picture, even if they beefing.
exactly like the
It is still get them both some screen time.
exactly. Think about like when John Morrison and the Miz first split up. John
Yeah.
Morrison went over to SmackDown.
Yeah,
No,
you
he was
could
on Raw, right? Or was he
athletics
SmackDown?
and skill compared to yeah.
Is that like John
Well,
Morrison went to
they
SmackDown,
flipped
carried
him
him over
around
to
with the whole
CW?
ECW. Yeah, yeah,
It's like, but then the
with the back
Miz
and
ended
forth
up like
before they got rid of the
legit becoming
ECW.
like then the Miz ended up legit like being the best nigga ever, like in wrestling. Like, and I ain't even talking about
I
in
mean,
ring.
yeah,
I
you can
hated the
walk in here and
Miz.
talk it,
It's like the
but
Miz
that's the
was
thing though.
legit
You gotta
popping
have
shit.
that one villain that you can go against 24/7. Like
Like
that's
I
one
don't
thing
even
I
think
know
they
for a
hated
fact based off
Vladimir
the way
Putin more
game
than they
royalties
hated this
work.
nigga.
Yeah,
Like
he's more along the lines of if you want to have a good match against somebody in like a version of 2K, you gonna pick Miz over Hogan, and you're gonna be realistic about it. It's like, yeah,
realistically,
Hogan is just Hogan is for the benefit of just beating up. Miz is for the benefit of having a good match.
mm,
Like guaranteed, I'll work anybody else with Miz in less than 10 minutes, and it's guaranteed W.
I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm taking Shelton Benjamin over the Miz, but I get you.
I feel you, I feel you, but psychology wise, Miz got that beat.
Yeah, Miz a dirty ass nigga, so he can get away with a lot of
Exactly.
shit. So I get it.
It's down to that ring awareness. Same thing we say about like if we go back to it. Logan Green knows that ring inside and out. It's the reason why he has became one of my favorites. That man know the ring inside and out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
You
lie
can't
to
go
you.
against
Good
that,
old Logan Green.
right? LG, he got it. It's like
Shit.
let the man just work you, and before you even realize it, you already lost with the crowd. So I don't even got to say anything to you coming out wise. And then I can just,
Oh yeah.
backwards, roll you up.
Nah, you right. Vaughn, what did you think about SmackDown? This last couple days.
Uh, I ain't gonna lie, I was dying laughing because it was like they had that nigga Randy and Cody fighting for like 10 minutes straight. I was sitting there like,
Bro,
damn.
the highlights like 10 minutes.
I'm like, damn. We didn't all done through hands before, but I ain't never seen a fight last 10 minutes. And then security would separate them,
Yeah.
and they still get past security.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
At some point, you got to send the wrestlers out too. Like I'm gonna be real with you. If I can get past the security 6 different
I
times by
mean, they sent
myself,
Jelly Roll.
boy, Jelly
Ain't
Roll ain't
nobody
Jelly Roll
taking
stopping
Jelly
wrestled that
Roll that
night.
damn serious.
Jelly Roll
He
ain't
wrestled
stopping
that.
shit
He
but the drugs, and
technically
that's in a
he
good
wrestled.
way. Jelly Roll
And
is
that's,
sober. That's the only
he
thing he
stopped.
dropping. He is
He
not
stopped it for
stopping
a little
Randy Orton.
second. He told them they was free, and then Randy thought about it. He was like, probably, but take this.
Nigga said, "I don't need
Put the
friends."
man's
Right
down.
after that, like that's what I mean. It's like you throw random people in certain shit that don't make sense.
I
Matt
mean,
Cardona,
technically they
it
got a
makes
history.
sense.
They got a history. It makes sense if you're looking at history.
And even then, I want y'all to go back on social media when y'all see this. It's a certain clip that I mentioned about this feud with Randy Orton and everything, where it's like like it ended with we thought Matt Cardona was gonna be world champion. We thought he was gonna beat Cody. He was gonna take the belt. It was gonna be all good. Now, literally not even a week or two after that video was posted, this nigga got put into the beef with Randy and fucking Cody. Y'all niggas can't tell me I don't deserve a job at WWE. Y'all niggas can't tell
I mean,
me
the story is
WWE can't
about
send no
writing
nigga
they
no money.
sales now at this point. I mean, the only
I'm
other
telling
person
you,
that's misprinting the story is Nick Nemeth.
they'd be taking some of my ideas out my head. Like for wrestling fans, that's what they do. They be coming through our dreams and just checking shit out. Like, you know what? I can borrow that. We can use that on
Now,
television. And
remember,
then
they
they just
said
think out a bad
it's
idea.
Chat GBT now. They've been using AI. They've been using Chat GBT.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If y'all been using Chat GPT, don't do that shit around money in the bank. Don't pick a money in the bank winner through Chat
It's gonna
GPT
be
for me.
Brock again.
Let
They
Brock
go like,
Lesnar
all
get
right,
another.
best person.
Let Brock Lesnar get another motherfucking briefcase.
This time instead
Let
of a
him get.
boom box,
Let him get another briefcase. Chris, I ain't gonna hold you. Let him get one more.
instead of a boom box, it's just gonna be a fish tank.
It's gonna be a lawsuit. I'm suing WWE. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not playing these games.
Yep.
You tell me Devon Evans get
Brock,
on top of that motherfucking letter. He getting ready to grab that bitch and Brock Lesnar music play again on some Mustafa Ali shit.
it's gonna be Brock and Goldberg.
Boy, I'd rather set hell on fire with gasoline. Fuck that. Vaughn, how would you feel if I told you Money in the Bank winner for 2026 is Brock Lesnar?
I said that's pathetic as hell. I'd rather have Gunther as a Money in the Bank winner before damn Brock
That'll
Lesnar.
be interesting.
I ain't gonna lie
Very
to you. I
interesting.
don't. You said that, and I don't hate that. Like,
Wow.
keep going, gang. I ain't gonna lie
It
to you.
makes sense.
I'm interested to hear why Gunther.
Because it's like, all right, you have him as the legend killer.
Hmm.
You have him doing all this bullshit. All right, cool. he was a heavyweight champion, an intercontinental champion. If you give him a Money in the Bank briefcase, it
He
kind of
take it
makes
off
his villain arc
Randy.
even more crazy because it's like he already be antagonizing people for
Hmm.
killing the legend. But now it's like I got the briefcase. I could cash in on any one of you motherfuckers, and I could rub it in your face. You would not see me coming with it.
Yeah, yeah. I could definitely see him taking it off Randy, going down that route. Randy is the biggest
1000%.
legend out of all of them. Like, yeah, he could definitely go after Roman, but that's even if they put it on Roman at the moment. But it ain't smart to unless that opportunity. He just taking it off CM
Hey,
Punk, but he take it off Randy. Yeah, that's the
hey,
most. That's the one with the most teared out of all of them.
Yeah, I mean,
hey,
I don't hate that idea, low key.
speaking of Roman, I know y'all saw how Monday Night Raw in. I got a bold prediction.
Ew.
I got a bold prediction. Okay, Roman might win, but he need to keep his eyes on Jay though.
Oh yeah, for
Jay
sure.
might be the
That's Jay
might.
Belt.
Jay gon' try to challenge him. He was like, motherfucker, I'm the tribal chief now.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what if
they
you?
already
Mm, do you think that this time Jimmy would stop Jay from winning?
again.
Maybe.
Yeah, do you think he would do that? Do you think he would do that one more time to stab his brother in the back for Roman?
I mean,
Nah,
seeing as how he did it so far, there's a good chance.
nah. I with me, I think Jay and Jimmy might start their own bloodline.
That'll be even better. That'll
I'm not
expand over. Yeah.
because you notice Jay the one has been very emotional about him and Roman. I mean Roman and CM Punk beef more than Big Jim.
Hmm.
So it's like I'm
And
kind of
WWE
looking at it
could make
like
that into a storyline.
I'm looking at it like this could be a setup. Like all right, yeah, Roman wins the title, but Jay the one to be like, nah, nigga, I've been under your bloodline. You know, have to follow your orders. My brother had his own shit and solo shit. I ain't gotta tell Roman that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, shit, Jim could eventually be the one running things.
Yeah, because
You
I
know, I
did
fuck with that
find
idea,
that
low key.
I he treated people like shit, but he didn't turn on people. Everybody turned on him. So it's like he don't have a wise man. And
Ooh,
and what was they
excuse
saying
me.
before? The bloodline
What the
never
fuck?
ends. The story still continues some kind of
Right.
way. So
That's
you're not
crazy.
really doing nothing with the Usos anyway. But you're not really doing nothing with the Usos anyway. So shit, you put a spin to that shit. Now, do I see it going 5 years, 4 years? No, but
Probably
I
like
could
two,
see
three.
them.
Given that
Yeah,
they
but
got
I could see
more
them putting.
family.
Yeah, I
I
could see
could
them
not hear
doing
you
their
guys
own
at all.
shit.
Thank God.
You know, you, you can't
Oh no, I said I couldn't
Yeah.
at
you
first.
can't
I can
hear
hear
us.
y'all niggas now.
Well,
Okay,
but yeah.
yeah, but I mean, because like I said, when when CM Punk said something about Roman father, it was only Jay that came out and approached CM Punk about that shit.
And I was
Hmm.
just finna say that he could low key use that to why he turned on Roman because he was like you let this nigga talk about your daddy like that. That's my motherfucking blood too. The fact that y'all damn near y'all disrespected our family by basically shitting on us. Y'all had the opportunity to call us one of the best tag teams of our family's entire generation, which is true. Love the Wild Samoans. The Usos took their place for the greatest tag team of all time in wrestling, and they probably were okay with that and proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
But nigga, you played in our motherfucking face for our great ones, for our family and everything. And then you let this old ass white dude tell you that I'm gonna bury you next to your daddy in your prime. You gonna let the family down like this? Letting him get away with that
I,
disrespect? His teeth should have been on the floor.
I feel you, but seeing as how he just did the attack on him and everything already, that'll kind of contradict that because he Jay told him to get him and he got him,
He
speared him,
got
put
him.
him through the
He
table and
shouldn't have
all
been
that.
forced.
He got him
He
after the
shouldn't have been
fact,
told to.
yes,
He shouldn't have been
right,
told to go
and
get
that,
him. It
that
should have
that's
been
the way
on
that
sight
it's gonna
immediately.
go. And I mean, he pretty much just gonna put it in a way of like, yeah, I kind of had to tell you to like go do this. So I mean, now Punk can play it as like, yeah, who the real tribal chief? Like, all right, you
But
listening to Jay now?
but then again, also this too. Remember on Monday, Roman did tell them, "Hey, get out of my ring." But CM Punk like, "No, y'all stay." So it's
Um,
like if you
Yeah.
do it like this, yeah, Roman had no choice but to attack CM Punk because CM Punk did attack them the week before. So it was eye for an eye. But the way I'm looking at it, Jay, like you said, Jay, you said him disrespecting his bloodline, but also if I'm Jay, how the fuck you gonna come back still talk about you tribal chief and you ain't running shit? You don't got nothing.
yeah,
You coming here with this
yeah,
funky ass attitude, talking about acknowledge me, I'm your tribal chief. You telling me get the hell up out of your ring, nigga? Who the fuck is you? We not under your leadership no more.
Nah, you right. Low key.
yeah.
Came back trying to
That's
run
where
shit and
it's
pop
like,
because you won the rumble. I give you that. That's fair.
and it been a split between them, and been a split between the MFTs already with Jacob being out of there. It's like, yeah, Tom and them still over there, but Tom and Jacob, they more cool than anything.
And then
So I can see that turn happening.
And then if you want to add a little razzle dazzle to it, shit, motherfucker, you broke this family, man. You made us split, bro. Not even though
Eh,
he didn't make
he
them
set off
split.
them chains of events.
Yeah,
He
but
created it.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like he
you
ain't
right, bro.
even though he didn't even though Roman the boy that didn't turn on nobody, but it was just his damn ego, and he had people fall in line with him and how he was treating motherfuckers. It was like, all right, bro, like ain't
Hell
no
yeah.
fucking bloodline, nigga, and who like how you tribal chief, and your ass don't even got a fucking like bloodline to even run against. You don't got no Wiseman. You come in here, do that one thing, do that one, say acknowledge me to the crowd, but motherfucker, we don't acknowledge you.
Man, you
True.
see, they got people eating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
nah,
did
these
with
niggas
that the
is
whole
looking.
Yeet situation. Yeah, that's like, man, he done kind of created his own self with that again. So, but I mean, had not Roman put him in the position to become main event Jey Uso, like he said, he could have still just been the other twin, which is fucked up. But it's like, damn, bro, storytelling at its finest because it's like he pulled him out of that funk. He got Big Jim doing his own thing too. It's like they not looked at as just them twin tag team wrestlers no more.
True,
Like
true,
even the
true,
way
true,
people used to
true.
look, think about how they used to look at Mac and Nick Jackson. They used to just look at them as just that little random junior tag team. They made their own identity 10 times over since then. It's a
True,
lot of
true,
tag
true,
teams
true,
that don't
true.
get under that spotlight,
I
but shit
feel
is
you on
worth
that.
it.
But but
Yeah,
just hear me out on this. The only thing about tag team wrestling is that the same thing happens every single time. And we watching it right now. It's
yeah,
always a reunion. It's always a reunion that overstays its welcome. Because every other time that you bring two brothers or two best friends back to randomly go against somebody and everything, people randomly get that feeling of nostalgia to be like, oh, okay, let's bring this back. You remember when the Hardy Boys was not around each other at all? One was on ECW, one was on SmackDown. These
Mm-hmm.
niggas
hmm,
randomly team up for ECW SmackDown collab episode for what fucking reason? It was just for these niggas to tag together against La Familia for no reason. And then Matt Hardy lost the title just for the nigga to go over to SmackDown and tag with Jeff Hardy for a little bit. Like I
Yeah,
get it,
it only
brotherly
lasts
love
for
and
so
everything like
long.
that, but everybody always get that feeling of, oh, okay, I would like to see this back again in the office. Not everybody trying to see that shit on screen. If Dawkins and motherfucking why the fuck did I forget? Who the fuck
Or
am I forgetting?
Montez.
Yeah, if Montez Ford and Dawkins decided to just split up and everything right now, I wouldn't even be upset at it because at this point we get to see exactly what they can do by themselves. We don't need to see tag team reunions. We don't need to see overstayed tag teams, but they
Yeah, I
always
mean,
seem to come back.
because even though it's like, yeah, some teams are good apart, but some teams don't need to be separate. Like when think about the way Motor City Machine Guns did it for TNA. That's the best way to put it for any team whatsoever. Both Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin have been every single champion there is under that entire banner. They both have been world champion. They both have been
Exactly.
X Division champion.
Exactly.
It's
I'm
like
talking about like being able
it's
to.
a
Oh,
it's
my
a
fault. Not to cut you off.
yeah, no, you good, but it's a way to do it right. Like it's a whole thing. Like they both have held them titles at separate times and the tag titles. Shit, Team 3D, even when Bubba and Devon was doing their own little things, Bubba, yeah, they still known as tag champions, but him being a world champion at that point, giving Devon time to go do other things and be recruitment, being a muscle, and he ain't got to just be that tag team dude. That's the enforcer. That's his right hand man.
Exactly.
You already know it. Like shit. It's a way
Exactly.
to do factions outside of just your team without diminishing your legacy to the point where it's like completely fucked up.
Hmm.
But I
Exactly.
mean that's the main storytelling part of it. If you actually understand who y'all are and what y'all capable of, you basically decent. You already set. You just gotta get everybody else on that understanding and like, all right, this is where we at thought process wise, but this is where we need to be. Put us
Hmm.
up here and
True.
we guarantee this it's a takeoff.
Hmm.
True. But the main thing about it is, like you said before and everything, being able to let the motherfucking chains off of a motherfucker to see exactly what they can do. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. Seeing Alex Shelley and knowing that Chris Sabin both held the gold at different times on different levels and then was able to come back as a
Hmm.
tag team. And then when it wasn't hidden, they decided, okay, let's go out, separate again and everything. And then we join back again. Each one of them times and everything, each one
Right.
gained
Go
success
conquer this
from the
and come
start
right back.
early to fucking finish. My only issue is when it comes for a book in WWE, clearly it's a favorite it won when two tag teams split up. It's it's the potential and then it's Showtime. And when I say Showtime, Showtime does not mean a good thing. Showtime means I can put you on goddamn superstars. Or I could put you on fucking main event. I can put you on one of them. I ain't gotta put you on nothing else for real, for real. I don't gotta make you look like a star. I ain't gotta make you look unbeatable. I ain't gotta make you look like shit. And then it's the other one that's gonna always get some type of reward for it and then get pushed to the top. And that's not fair for certain people because then when you bring them back as tag teams, now you be like, oh, okay, this motherfucker that's gonna carry most of the match, he gonna get beat up most of the match. And now once they branch off again, you might as well just fire the nigga because you not gonna keep letting him get booked and
Hmm.
beat up on TV unless he crash Holly. Oh wait, who was the other Dudley too? Who was the little? Was it Spike?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spike.
Spike Dudley.
Yeah, it's like,
And they had another brother too. But
was
I
it a
mean they
fat white dude?
kind of left him off in the background, ECW. Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
Okay, what's
I
going on,
feel
sir?
like If the Usos gonna fight, get this shit over with. But other than that, I'm not trying to see shit else. I'm not trying to see Jay Uso and Roman Reigns if it don't benefit Jay Uso. Low key, we already know Roman Reigns not gonna be here all the goddamn time, and y'all can't take another world championship off of a show that's on Netflix. So that means you gonna either have to see Roman often, or Roman just gonna have to appear without the belt as a contender, not as somebody that you actually got to see.
And it's like
I'm
either
just
way,
not
I'm cool
scared of
with it.
that.
Or they could just do a fresh. They could do a fresh wipe, fresh clean swipe over, and we just get all new contenders for new belts. Like you could just make battle royals and shit tournaments. Call it a day. That'll put new people in the spotlight. It'll give it a reason in the background of all right, this is why this person competing for the belts. People that ain't never
True.
been there. The best people doing it right now in NXT. It's always new challengers and champions at that moment. But I don't know how I kind of feel with Carmelo not being a challenger for the belt towards Sammy when he just took it off
And
of him because of
we
Trick, but they got Trick going
gon'
for it.
have to switch subjects now. Why every time I mention Sami Zayn, some shit happen? Ain't no motherfucking
I
way
mean,
I guessed
it's
Sami
bound to
Zayn
happen.
was gonna reach the summit again just to lose.
It's like, why take the belt off of him basically a week before or a month before for real and wait till you get to the actual date. If you was gonna take the belt off Carmelo, at least take it off of him at Mania. Or if you're not gonna take it off of him at Mania, give him his rematch at Mania.
I just don't understand how
It's gonna be
Carmelo
it's
Hayes.
gonna be a triple threat.
I get that they want to let Car. I seen this like online and everything like that, and I think it might be true. But this is my only problem with this part. If it's true, hold on. I think I got it saved into my thing real quick. Vaughn, if you want to add something into the in on this and everything like that, I got you,
With Sami
gang, because I
Zayn,
can't. Yeah, on Sami Zayn being U.S. champion now.
um, sh- what I'm getting, Sami Zayn gonna always be a mid tier champion. And if this get clear, I'm not saying he a mid wrestler. No, what I'm saying is he gonna always win the IC United States of the tag team title. I don't. I At this point, I don't see WWE ever putting the Sammy as a big time champ. I don't see him winning no heavyweight, and I don't see him winning no WWE championship no time soon. Like bro said, I could they what they doing with LA Knight is what they doing with Sami Zayn. They got the aura, they got the pop, they got the, but I just don't see WWE ever making him like the
And
face
it's
of the
nothing
company.
on the wrestler, it's the company.
Yeah.
Because every
No.
other company, these guys are main guys. These guys that hold them world titles. Like this, your workhorse champion, he gonna hold your actual company belt. Like he gonna make it something. But them not saying that, that's wild as hell.
And then also too, like with the fans, like okay, we was saying it with LA Knight, we were saying it with Sami Zayn. Okay, who's to say they give him the title? But who's to say they will hold your attention long enough? Because they tried to do it with Jay, and look what
Right,
happened. So it's like we could wish for things, and then when we get it, y'all know how wrestling fans how fickle they are.
right,
We could get
yeah,
something, and then they'll turn on that shit real quick. Like man, that shit boring as hell. He ain't a good champion. So what? With that being said, my take with Sammy, keep Sammy as a mid card champion. LA Knight, whatever y'all try to do, if y'all at least give him one big title shot, one at the most, one. But I
yeah.
don't see it
I mean, they
happening.
all need that. Yeah, I mean, it's like Sammy has beaten Gunther, and that still put it in perspective. That damn, Jay also beat Gunther.
Hmm.
And I mean, I don't know if Sammy has a win over Jay or not, but even then, it's still. these the main guys that been in that position for that world title. Even if they don't end up winning the WWE championship, they might end up on the world heavyweight belt.
Yeah.
That's
That,
always that's the hard process. If you instantly jump to WWE championship, you're doing something right.
right.
You're a good fit for however they sculpt out their banner, but they gonna put the world title on you as a test. If you can hold that belt, all right, we can put the WWE championship on you.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like how
I
that shit
mean,
looks for certain people.
yeah, I mean, only other person I know that has jumped from that spot is shit, Kurt Angle, because you know he great. John Cena, that's your prototype. Brock
Roman.
Lesnar, if you creating a wrestler, Roman, if you actually building a dynasty wrestler. But it's like it's something about all those guys. They fit under that banner that this is the WWE champion. It's not just like, oh, that's my world heavyweight champion.
Right.
True. But here's my motherfucking thing. This this is just what I want to get off my chest for the second. I get Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams should be the wrestling attraction of the summer, but I do not care that Sami Zayn won the United States Championship unless he's going to continue doing the weekly challenges to the point where you could do a new champion right before Mania. I'm going to be real with you. It's that close. If
Yeah.
the US
If
title
you're
is an
gonna best
open
of seven
challenge type
it,
of belt,
and just
if that's an
wrestle
open
on every
challenge type of
show.
belt, that's the only thing that y'all can save by giving a new champion that's not Sami Zayn and that's not Carmelo Hayes. Because other than that, this was a waste of time to take the belt off of Carmelo to give it to Trick. I'm be
Yeah. If
no
you're just
reason for
gonna do
that.
that, just triple threat it at Mania. Keep it on
Like
Carmelo. And then yeah, Sammy could take it at Mania or Trick could take it at Mania. That'll set up a whole backlash situation, but
it ain't even that.
this
It's just
it ain't anything there.
if you push the objective that Sami Zayn took this belt off of Carmelo, and Carmelo's fine with not going back to get his gold before Mania, instead of doing that, he asks for a title shot at Mania. Trick Williams just randomly just gets into the motherfucking match just because he wants to, or he just sabotages Carmelo enough that Nick Aldis allows it or whatever. I'm fine with that. But the idea of us seeing these two motherfuckers go one on one is to basically give homage to the fucking NXT feud. If you giving homage to that, do it the right way. Do not just randomly just
They done already messed
th-
it up. It ain't no way out of it. That's always gonna be a tarnish on how it happened.
if it
You
didn't
hit the
set
man
up
with this
Carmelo,
microphone.
if it didn't set up Carmelo fully going to the main roster, then I'd be like they fucked it up. But Carmelo Hayes already established himself just a little bit enough to get put into a situation where it's like, oh, okay, he kind of got saved. Because if Carmelo Hayes didn't win no gold in the next year, if he didn't have this US run that he did, and he just went through the entire WrestleMania year with no gold or nothing, I would have had more faith in Javon Evans than I had in Carmelo Hayes. I'm gonna be real with you.
Mm.
Yeah, because I
If
mean
we didn't
they
see
nerfed a
anything
lot
from
of them,
him,
but
that's what I'm
he
saying.
won that's consistent. Like he very consistent in the ring, and it's like Trick one of his guys. Who you think coming out wise? Who they paired him with? They like, all right, he gonna get his reps in. You be the mouthpiece. Y'all learn how to gel it together, and
Which
it's like
made no
now,
sense
yeah,
though. That made no sense
definitely
that
kind of.
Carmelo
It was
Hayes
like a
could
kind
talk on
of
the
a
mic.
tag team, but yeah,
It's like
all
Carmelo
right.
Hayes could talk on the mic, but y'all still
They
needed
kind of
somebody
made
else
him
to
as
work with
like a
this
hype
nigga.
man. No, it's kind of like it's like a young alliance situation. Not to call him his young boy because apparently he way older than him, but he I mean, still it was like you coming in as a pro wrestler, but you got to become a sports entertainer. Once you become that sports entertainer that they need you to be, then you can go entertain yourself. You don't need that extra hand there.
True.
Like he one that's already been under that evolved ladder. Him, Austin Theory, they all right there with each other.
Let
Shit, Austin
Let me
really the
just ask
best
y'all this
prototype for that.
right now. If we had to literally reset WWE right now, give me the top five wrestlers on y'all company right now.
Oh
Cause
damn, Vine, you go
I promise
first.
you, I'm gonna get a. I promise you, it's a point to this. It's a point to this right now. But legit, give me the top five people that you got as your company's powerhouse.
I'm picking from several different companies. That's how I say y'all could
Nah,
definitely
nah,
go
nah, nah.
first.
This is a WWE based question. This is a
Uh,
WWE based question. Which top
all
five
right.
WWE superstars?
uh, I say Drew, Cody, Randy, uh, LA Knight. So that's four, right? Fifth one,
Say 5 men, 5 women.
uh, uh, Alexa Bliss.
Respect.
Hmm.
LC, who your five?
I mean, I have to go all back over. Pick a new prototype. Go over Javon because that's your next generation. Kalani Jordan, Jordan Grace, and I need a 10-year vet. I go either Randy or Roman. Yeah, either Randy or Roman.
Now, let me ask you this. Out of all five names that you said, you had five open slots to be your powerhouse. That's somebody that you could see holding your main belts. That's the star. That's the main attraction. Y'all have five slots, and
Hmm.
y'all ain't even picked Sami Zayn. I don't
I
think
mean,
WWE fan. Here's the thing. I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. I get why y'all picked the five y'all picked and everything, just because y'all answers were on the spot and genuine. Every other wrestling fan would say they powerhouse for the WWE if they had to pick five: Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, maybe Drew McIntyre, maybe Randy Orton. Nobody will ever say Sami Zayn for real, just because the momentum for Sami Zayn has been so fucked up that you could not be like, I could see Sami Zayn holding my world championship right now at the great age that he is. Because Sami Zayn ain't no damn spring chicken either. Like I said, every time, 7 years is probably the most we gonna see these next couple of stars being wrestling for. Cause not some of these niggas not wrestling to 50. Some of these niggas are not fucking our truth. I'm gonna be real with you. Our
yeah,
truth still
truth,
being able to do a
truth
spinning
just
back kick
got it
at this
different.
old ass age, diabolical.
Nah, bro, that lie detector itself still at his. I mean, he got it. He one of the last few.
But most of these dudes not wrestling to their 50s. I'm gonna be real with you. Seth Rollins already having knee, back problems, ankle issues, and shit like that.
And that's all
Five.
from prior injuries.
Cody Rhodes been
That's
injuring
how it is,
himself on
though.
the indies and fucking himself up in WWE. Six.
Shit.
Roman
Cardona,
Reigns
he
don't really
death
do
match,
that much of
his one death
everything.
match.
Like he don't do anything too crazy, but it's like he also don't wrestle that often either. So his body probably ain't used to the same shit anymore. So he could probably be prone to injuries too. 3 more
Yeah,
years. CM Punk 2.5. Most of these dudes gonna be gone and everything like that. So it's like you gotta put some stars into the future and everything. And it's crazy that Sami Zayn is not even close to looked at in the future. This is why. This is how crazy I say that for one reason only, Von, and I'll let you go right after. I
Yeah.
promise. We have seen a world champion, and no disrespect to who I'm finna say at all, because they had a pretty decent run with the world title. But we've seen Damian Priest with the world title before we seen Sami Zayn. He's been with the company way longer than Damian Priest. But Damian Priest got the world title before him. I'm telling you, no way you telling me. And I'm not saying this because Damian Priest can't wrestle. But as amazing as Sami Zayn is, he can't get a world title before Damian Priest. Not saying Damian Priest don't deserve one, but he's a world champion before Sami Zayn.
yeah. I mean, hey, he had a hell of a year.
Damian Priest did have a hell of a year. I just hope he don't go back down to like irrelevancy. I
No, I
just
mean,
hope
hey,
that people
shit.
don't get too tired of him.
He the first person to get a smile out of Triple H. Him and R-Truth.
Yeah, but that's our truth doing for like 60% of it. Damian Priest is like 40% reaction.
But consider that
No,
though.
no offense.
Truth is your 60%, bro. That is
Yeah,
crazy,
truth is
but it
sixty
makes
percent
sense.
of the segment.
Yeah,
Our truth is 60% of the segment when it come down to it. Levon, you got it. You got it.
that's your draw.
So look, going back to the semi situation. This was what I'm gonna say. I got so many takes to this. All right, for one, uh, I feel like WWE feel like Sammy can't just draw as a big major champion. No matter what we think as fans, it's their built at the end of the day. So they tried it with Jay and they see how that didn't work. Number two, okay, you have maybe like okay, we done seen Dolph Ziggler as a champion before as a heavyweight champion. We done seen Cody
Hmm.
come from the mid card, being a mid card tier as a major champion. Drew, we can go on and on and on. Hell, Kevin Owens had was more of a face of a major champion than we could see with Sammy, and that's no disrespect to Sammy. I mean, he's a hell of a wrestler and what he contribute, but what as fans we're not understanding is their belt. Like I just don't see him being a like okay, you go to the store, you got the two champs. I can't see Sammy on that. I'm sorry. That ain't no disrespect. I'm sorry. Like I just can't see him getting the right amount of tension of being a champion. I know people gonna be in the comments like, "Oh, this bro tweaking." Bro, Sammy been in WWE for almost over 10 years, and you mean
Yeah,
tell me y'all have not done nothing with his kid like him as a major champion? Sammy always been stuck either the tag team titles or the mid tier title. I mean the mid card titles, not no mid tier because the mid card titles are hard. No disrespect. But it's like we didn't see Kevin Owens go from mid NXT champion, the United States champion, Intercontinental champion, hell, the Universal title. But
right.
y'all never done that with Sammy. And we just gotta come to the conclusion Sammy would never, I mean, I ain't gonna say he ain't gonna be that, but he would never be a major world champion at this point in his career. It's been too long. It's been too long. And people just gotta come to accept that, like, hey, it ain't happening. Cause if they saw something in Sammy, they would have did the test run like they did with Jay. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
definitely feel you
that
on that.
shit took the words out of my mouth. That same way I feel about LA Knight. And Niggas ain't gonna like it, but shit, it's the
Yeah.
truth. Y'all have way more than enough time. LA Knight been in WWE for 5 years. Rhea Ripley been in WWE for 5 years, surprisingly, on the main roster. And between those 5 years, who really gained success?
Rhea.
Who?
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's your product.
I get it. I get it. A lot of people gonna say, "Oh, it's because of sex appeal. Oh, because she just shows off her muscles." I get all of that. But if it gets sales, it get attention and shit like that, you reward it. The only problem with that is if you get fans and merchandise and sales and everything from one wrestler and you elevate one and then you leave the other one to be like, we just gonna have you float around with Logan Paul. I don't really we don't really got no real plans for you right now. So therefore, your main thing is you walk into WrestleMania with the US title, which is an honor to do. It's an honor to be able to do that. I give you that. But there's no way in hell you telling me that after I drop the belt at Mania, I go to Money in the Bank and don't win that shit. And then the nigga that won the Money in the Bank cashed in and got his ass beat by CM Punk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's some stuff.
It's like you give people moments to succeed and want to succeed and want to gain success from it. The guys that you don't see getting those pushes and everything, 9 times out of 10 won't do it. Just because y'all fought for Daniel Bryan, y'all fought for Kofi, y'all fought for Heath Slater, y'all fought for a lot of shit in this world. And most of the guys that y'all didn't fought hard for, pause, has never won anything for real, for real. Paul London, I thought Paul London would have been a 3-time IC champ. Paul London ain't held shit but SmackDown tag titles. I thought
Cruiserweight. That
I
was
thought
about
Kurt
it. I mean,
Hawkins was gonna be good by himself. Kurt Hawkins was made a fool for 18 years and then he decided to go be what's his name in the independent scene?
Brian Myers.
That nigga should be on WWE television now. That's a 3-time
But
IC
and that's
champion,
the
2-time
thing.
US champion.
What he doing in TNA is still better.
It's the perspective of it. And certain
It's that
people are gonna
banner.
have to understand that unless they go somewhere else, you're gonna see that true potential that you thought you was gonna see. It's just not gonna be with WWE. Some of them guys gonna have to go somewhere else and make a name for themselves and be that star that y'all really want them to be. Some people ain't gonna take that pay cut though. If I can make money and wrestle, even though I look like a loser, fuck it. I mean, it is what it is. It's paying the bills, but it's
Yeah, it's
gonna be
part of the
somebody.
business.
Somebody gonna be like fucking and leave. And you seen that success for other people. You seen it for Swerve. You seen it for low key. You
Yeah.
seen it for CM Punk when he went on the Indies. You
John
seen it for
John
Colt. You seen it for
Moxley.
Christian
Yeah.
Cage. You seen it for John Moxley. You seen
Cody.
Yeah,
Cody.
Cody.
You done
Best
seen
image
it
of
from
that,
other
even since
people
he came
if they
back.
go away and get their fame and their momentum and their success back to come back and then they could get that story of returning to basically live out their dream now because now y'all can't stop me. I learned the secrets on the road and everything. Y'all, I've been working to get back here. So now I can be that star. You get a chance to show the fans, the crowd that and everything else. And now they got somebody to fight for. But not everybody's gonna get that Cinderella ending. My only thing is, I say this to be non impartial to wrestlers. I don't want to seem like I'm too biased and non biased and everything. LA Knight, I fuck with him. He's not gonna be a world champion in WWE. And I'm gonna say it again because a lot of people keep saying cap, 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 cap. Remember this, remember this. I'm remembering. I'll write it down. I'll write it down every day on a post-it note and post it on social media to tell y'all he's not gonna be world champion. He's not going to do it because Triple H does not see him as a world champion kind of guy. It's the same thing with Kofi Kingston. LA Knight might have to be on the main roster for 11 years like Kofi before he get a world title shot. And y'all got to be okay with that because there's a chance that that could happen, or LA Knight retire and be like, "Fuck this shit."
What I was about to
And
say is, you could still be great in WWE and not be the big company champion. We got so many 80s legends, 90s legends, and even people we grew up watching as kids in the 2000s that was never major champions, but they was
mhm.
still appreciated and respect. I mean, like you said, going back with Kofi. Kofi what been a mid what before he had his big WWE title championship at WrestleMania. Kofi was always winning the United States, the Intercontinental Champion. And then, team up with a wrestler, whether it's Evan Bourne or R-Truth, and get the tag team title. Then you
Yeah.
got New Day. He with New Day. He won the tag team title. So it's like we like people just gotta understand, bro. Like every wrestler that who ever like who we like is not always ready to handle the bright lights of being the company's big champion. And also, like I was saying, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but it's like we gotta understand the company want who they want as champion, not us
Yeah.
fans. That's it.
It's fucked up, but
That's
it's the
all
truth.
based off what they like. Man.
But, ladies and gentlemen, and everything, we are getting on to our final hour. It's gonna be a lot of editing on this goddamn video, cause I couldn't hear you niggas for at least like 6 minutes of the video. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was sure just sitting there like,
Yeah, I have to go reset the system myself.
but yeah, nah. I definitely say we had a good conversation on this week of wrestling. But it's before we get out of here, I just want to show y'all one thing, and I want to see what y'all think about this. I saved this for the last part of the episode just for this reason. Now,
Oh yeah, rings. Yeah, I just saw this on the X.
Mm.
the fact that she did this herself, she did not ask WWE to do this for her. It was not a thing that she personally, wanted somebody else to do for her. She went and got these done herself for holding. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like WWE should do this for their wrestlers. If you don't give them a
Yeah,
complimentary belt, like the real deal belt or whatever, because it's too expensive to make, get them a ring. I feel like that'd be fire
I
as hell
mean,
for all your guys to have.
I've I seen something that was showing like they was doing it as a graduational thing, but I didn't know she ended up doing it herself. See, that's always the weird effects of like social media. You never really know that full story. You gotta go through extra resources to get it. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna graduate, say you graduate from Evolve or the WWE ID program, the LFG, any of that, those are the perfect ways to go about it. You can get a WrestleMania ring, you know,
Low key, that or
main
like it
main
should be
event
like in a
status. That'll
Hall
be
of
something,
Fame type of
right?
like how the Hall of Fame rings and everything like that.
Right.
Like you get a big ass like little
Because
like
that's
decent
the
little case for
ultimate.
your rings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I mean, even though they like how the NBA do it, even though you get a ring for becoming a Hall of Famer, you still end up getting a ring for winning your championship. I'm not saying that
True.
they supposed to give you a ring every time you win a belt, but say like a milestone for holding it for a certain amount of days. That's once you surpass the person before you, then you'll get a ring or something like that.
True. I mean, 100 days if you have a good amount of title defenses and everything. Like,
Right.
I feel like it should be a
Like
Hall of Fame type of stat like thing though. Like, give it to
yeah.
them like during like they Hall of Fame induction with they Hall of Fame rings and everything. I feel like that'd be
And
cool.
you accumulated 10 rings already over your career. Like
Exactly.
damn,
Now it's
10.
like now it's
But
like you gonna be
that'll be a
doing
revert back. Yeah.
now
So I
it's
have to
like
get
Michael
like
Jordan
30.
Bill Russell poses. Like
Yeah.
now I could pose with all all my motherfucking fingers, nigga. You see what the fuck I
Bruh,
done done in
Yeah.
life?
Roman to
I'm
be up
shitting on
there.
bitches.
Shit, John, you'll have to remake all these rings for a lot of people that need a ring.
John Cena gonna have to put them bitches on his feet. Then I ain't gonna hold you.
Shit, Ric Flair really have to do it.
Yeah, Ric Flair just gonna have to use them bitches like keychains. Like he just gonna have to get a big
And
ass
toes and
key
all.
holder, just dangle them bitches around. He got enough to use a motherfucking
He got an extra cubit somewhere he can put them on.
That's fucked up. But nah, I low key I like this I like this idea and everything. I just wanted to see exactly what y'all thought about it though.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I feel like if they
Okay.
would have did that with the crown jewel, like instead of the belt, yeah, they could still do the belt, but the ring's still cool.
Nah, if they
Hey,
gonna make that belt smaller, we can talk about it. If not, keep that shit.
Put it on
whole,
a
t-
ring.
whole time. If you win the Royal Rumble, you should get a ring.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
fuck with that.
The king got a
I fuck
ring.
with that.
It's all in the name.
So if you a Royal Rumble winner, even though you contended, even though you the number one contender for any belt, but since you won something that big to get to 29 other niggas to get to that
Hmm.
point, give me a ring.
And
Give me a ring to show
right,
I'm your 2026 Royal Rumble winner.
instead of
True.
just
I don't
telling,
want a
having to
T-shirt.
tell people. Right.
Yeah.
True. I feel you. I fuck with that.
That's what I love about how MJF go about his, because like that Dynamite Diamond Casino, he made people want to win that tournament, not just because of it, or that battle royal just because of it. You got to actually do something to show that you better than him. It's like when you once you set a standard like that, because Royal Rumble is a high standard for sure. The ring will be up there, especially since you're not gonna do a belt or a contract.
True. 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 I feel that. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we gonna end the show today on a high note. I'm Jay the Kid. That's my man Von the Don. And then we got my boy LC from 773. Now, y'all see that right there and everything. We got some. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't wait for y'all to see the advertisement for this. I think it's gonna be so fire. Y'all just
Alrighty,
gotta be on
no,
the
got
lookout for
some
that.
stuff. We got some stuff.
Yeah, we got some work on the way for y'all. Y'all just be on the
Yup.
lookout for this. This was y'all final warning on all of it. But without being said, ladies and gentlemen, this was another episode of Four Ropes Swole Podcast. We appreciate y'all for all the support. Road to 170, almost on our road to 200, and we probably gonna
Yes,
end that
sir.
by the end of the year. So we appreciate y'all for looking out, making sure y'all show love all the time, and thank you for wrestling. Peace.
Peace.
I bet.